This next habit has honestly become the game changer for me. Just helps me romanticize sleep time is honestly my number one priority right now. And if there's only one habit that I can take into 2026, it would definitely be this one. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pragna Joganapalli. And as some of you might know, I'm obsessed with creating my dream life. And to do that, being consistent with your habits and routines is the key part. This is my journey of finding those habits and routines that suits me and my life. Today, I plan on sharing habits that I'm absolutely loving these days. These small habits have made my days more energized, more focused, and honestly, just a lot more easier to manage. Without further ado, let's jump right into my new non-negotiables. First things first, getting some sunlight in the morning. And no, scrolling on your phone doesn't count. You could take a walk or just open the curtain, sit in your balcony, or best way I know how is hop onto the terrace and get the steps in while you soak in the sunlight. One light instantly lifts your mood, which I know sounds really simple, but the moment you feel better, your general mood is better, the better your chances are to sticking to your routine. Two, essentially, it is the key way to regulate your sleep, and a good night's sleep is really essential if you want to stick to your habits and routines. That morning sunlight of even for a few minutes is gonna tell your brain that it's time to be awake, which again is key to you sleeping better at night. Third way I really love to use this habit is to get my steps in. Okay, let's talk about food for a second, because this next habit has honestly become the game changer for me. If you've seen any of my other videos, I've talked a lot about consuming protein supplements, especially mixed with coffee, and it was absolute game changer for me. Lately, in the past 2 or 3 months, I've been experimenting with consuming protein in the nights before dinner. To be honest with you guys, I am someone who can easily overeat, especially when it comes to carbs. But I feel this sweet little trick has done the job for me. It makes sure that I'm sticking to my calorie deficit and even hitting my protein goals. It's naturally keeping my carbs portion in check without making me feel really overwhelmed, or like even I'm starving myself. There's so much information regards to protein and why that's good for you. I won't eat your brains about it because I'm sure you've seen a lot of content talking about it. And I'm sure you can find ways to research yourself. I'm gonna be totally real with you for a second. Sleep has been my nemesis, arch nemesis of sorts. Getting into bed and getting good quality of sleep is honestly my number one priority right now. I am getting there. My routine is not perfect, but what I've learned is to have a mini ritual before your bedtime. If I don't sleep well, there's nothing in this world that's going to help me stay consistent with my goals, habits, routines, whatever. I could not care less about anything if I don't have enough sleep. Everything just feels 10 times harder than usual. So I've started this mini ritual of sorts that I do before my bedtime that just helps me romanticize sleep time, It doesn't have to be fancy. Mine is nowhere near fancy. Just a warm shower, taking care of my skin, my hair, just maybe stretching a little bit, reading a book that I absolutely love and which wants me to get into that bed. That's it. It's just the idea of creating this simple transition that tells your brain that it might be the time for you to start winding down and getting ready for bed. If you're someone who struggles with sleep like I am, I would really urge you to not feel the pressure of having a Pinteresty perfect night. Just add 1 or 2 things that is going to help you just ease into bed. It's all about finding, again, habits and routines that are going to be sustainable, which is going to help you stay consistent. Finally, not to be too dramatic, but let's talk about the system that is honestly keeping my life together right now. And if there's only one habit that I can take into 2026, it would definitely be this one. It's wall tracking. I don't know how else to name it, so I named it that. Let me explain. So, over the course of last year, I have realized if I don't put my goals right in front of me, I am getting nowhere near them. By putting these things that I have in mind, the made up rules, made up goals, made up habits and routines on the wall, I'm not doing them. It just takes the guesswork out of my day and helps me being consistent. And each time I check off a day, it gives me that little win vibe that is only going to make me push harder next day. But honestly, the best part of it all is when you fall off track. Instead of feeling whatever, it actually pushes me to get back up. So, my point is, each time I do fall off, I am just pausing my consistency. And since I'm just pausing, it makes it a whole lot easier to just pick things up from where I left off. Because I can clearly see what's working, what's not working, what is making me get into that rut phase. And tweaking my habits and routines just here and there according to what I've learned is honestly what's doing it for me. So basically, what I do is I have these rules or goals for a certain time period, let's say a month, and I just track whenever I show up. It turns discipline into something more flexible without making it feel really overwhelming. And paired with this, there's this other habit that is basically what I just said, to check in with yourself. Nothing fancy, just because you've made up these rules and habits and routines for yourself, just to see what feels good for you, what feels pressured, what feels out of place, and just adjust it here and there to see how next week goes, and so on and so forth. It's keeping me really honest and intentional and connected to my goals without feeling that pressure of burnout. Okay, that is everything. These are the 4 habits that are genuinely helping me build that life that I want. I really hope that this acts as a reminder for you guys that your routines doesn't have to be perfect, or you need not feel super stressful for them to work. If you watched any of my other videos, you know what I'm going to say. Try one of these habits and see how it works for you. But do let me know which one you would try first. I would really like to see if there's any one habit out of these that really connects with you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and see you in the next one. Bye.